So as you prepare a seat for meditation, feel free to sit on a chair, or if you're going to sit on the floor, take 2 or 3 towels and just create some height. I'm a bit stiff today. I spent the weekend working at the Glencoe, doing the month-end billing and doing the month-end payroll for the instructors. So I've had a lot of office time. Makes you very stiff sitting at a desk. So I've got 3 blankets today under my bum. I'm going to honor however my hips and lower back are feeling today. So feel free. Do a quick assessment that when you sit, if you're choosing to sit with your ankles crossed, that's fabulous. That's a pose called Sukhasana. If the hips are a little bit more open, we can sit forward in a pose called Siddhasana. You just have to find something that's right for you. And it's all about that height underneath the bottom. Another tip I can give you, if you're sitting with your ankles crossed and there's a space between your knees and the floor, you could always put something under your knee. And look, I'm going to show you how you can improvise. This is my shoe from my earlier class. I could pop that under the knee, and now my hip isn't gripping because it's not carrying the weight of the leg. It's got a little bit of support. So there's lots of ways that we can make ourselves very comfortable in a seated position. And as I say, please feel free to sit on the chair. If you're sitting on the chair, sit at the front of the chair so you can have some curvature in your lower back and you can have some length in your spine. And then once you've prepared your seat for meditation, and you have no distractions, you don't have a phone that's going to beep, no distractions, close your eyes. Rest the tongue into the bottom of your mouth. With your eyes closed, you are withdrawing from the sense of judgment. Judgment of yourself and of others. With the tongue in the bottom of your mouth, you are withdrawing from the sense of negative speech to yourself and others. As you rest the tongue in the bottom of your mouth, relax the tip of the tongue, relax the base of the tongue. Keep the spine nice and long so your energy can flow freely from your base, your root chakra, all the way up the spine and out through the crown of the head. The aim of meditation is to interrupt the chatter in the brain. We're going to focus this morning on a couple of different things so that we can avoid thinking. First of all, our first meditation will be a colour meditation. As you inhale, you're going to visualize a bright, vibrant colour washing over the body. So you're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And as you take a long, slow inhalation, imagine a bright, vibrant colour washing over the body. Maybe it starts from the ground and rises up through the feet, the legs, the pelvis, the spine, the shoulders, the arms, the head. And as you feel that colour, and you can see that colour with each inhalation, you are enveloped by the bright, vibrant colour that you visualize. It's enveloping you, it's covering you, it's securing you, like you're in your own private bubble. With each inhalation, connect to the colour rising up through the body. Lengthening your inhalation so you can bask in the colour a little longer. And with that inhalation and that bright, vibrant colour, feel the body energizing. Feel the lift in the spine, the length of the spine. The power of your inner energy. And take 3 more breaths. Enjoying the vibrancy. Now, as we exhale, we're now going to focus on blowing away our insecurities. So as we exhale, we blow away self-doubt. As we exhale self-doubt. And as we inhale, in our mind's eye, we say to ourselves, I don't need approval. I don't need approval. I don't need approval. As you exhale, I trust myself. I don't need approval. I trust myself. 2 more times. And then normal breathing. And then slowly opening the eyes. So that was about a 9-minute meditation this morning. We're just going to balance the hips. So if you are seated with your legs crossed, please change the cross on the legs. If you sat on your chair, then you're okay. You just stay where you are. Sitting with length in the spine. Connect to both buttock bones wherever you sat. And we're going to start with a small twist. Our practice this morning is all about the revolving poses, the twists. Fabulous for the health of the spine, fabulous to shift your energy, get rid of stale energy so you can be bright and vibrant again. Now take your right hand over onto your left thigh, put your left hand on the floor, sit tall, and then just ease into a small twist. Make sure both buttock bones are level and you've got equal weight. Small twist. And then slowly revolve, come back to the center. Left hand on the thigh. Right hand on the floor behind. Stay tall, be tall before you twist. And then move into that gentle twist, looking over that back shoulder. And then release slowly and twist here. And those of you who are sat on the floor, change your legs please and just have your knees bent. And all of us are going to come to a kneeling position as we release the hips before we twist. So if you're on the chair, come down. Take a blanket for the knees. And if you've got tight hips, have 2 blankets or towels, whichever you're working with. Kneel on top of them and start in the proposal position. So right leg forward. And in that, with the right leg forward, stabilize the right foot by pressing into the toes. Press into the heel. And then establish the body so that the head is over the hips. You might feel a little bit off balance, and that's normal. You can always reach and hold on to something close to you. Press into the front foot for stability. Squeezing your bottom, you're trying to press your back hip forward towards the chair. Pop your hands on your waist or your hips and try and draw the elbows towards each other. And as you draw the elbows towards each other, the torso will lean back slightly and you'll start to feel that stretch rise through the front of that hip and the top of that thigh. Try and lift your breastbone so that when the breastbone is up, the shoulder blades are down. Stay where you are. These will be the people who are not aware yet that we're starting at 10:15. So patience and kindness. Come on in. Okay, so then squeeze it here, press that hip forward, shoulders down. Nice. And then change over, left leg forward. So left leg forward. So Lynn, the yoga class now starts at 10:15. I'm sorry if I haven't communicated it properly or reminded people often enough, but you haven't really missed much. We just did a nice long meditation today. These are our first poses. So we're kneeling on a blanket, left leg forward, squeeze the bottom please. Drive your hip forward towards the top of the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. And you're just feeling that line of pull through that back hip and thigh as we just start to release the hips because we'll need them when we get into our revolving practice that we're doing today. Okay, and then release that. And now let's come on up to a standing position. We're going to use a chair. And I'm going to start with Marichi-asana, standing twist. I'm facing the chair and I'm so close to the chair that my knees are touching it and my toes are tucked underneath. Then I'm going to put my right foot up on top. I'm going to drop my right hip down and my left leg has to be in mountain pose. So press the foot down into the chair. And then the standing leg, ignite it by squeezing all the muscles into the bones and lengthen the spine. Pop your head over the back of the buttocks so you're very tall. You might feel a bit off balance, that's normal. Just keep squeezing the buttocks in, squeeze the navel in, and then inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up. Feel the length in the spine. This is the key to a successful twist. As that spine lengthens, pull the navel in and turn towards that bent knee and place your hands down. Rest one hand in your lower back and one hand you can hook it around the thigh of the front leg, and that will help turn you. So as you turn the body, you're going to try and squeeze the right shoulder blade in towards the spine. Work the legs, please. Standing legs strong. And then slowly untwist. Leg down. Change over. Left leg up. Left outer hip down so the back of the buttocks are level. Squeeze your standing leg. Build the foundation. Stable on that front chair. Press that front foot down. Inhale, lengthen your line. With integrity, hold your arms like you mean it. Pull the leg muscles into the bones, grip your bottom, lengthen the spine, and then turn the body towards the bent knee. Hands go down. One hooks underneath your thigh or on your thigh, the other in your lower back. Lift the heart, rotate. Squeeze the standing leg. Look over the back shoulder, please. Standing leg firm, looking over the back shoulder. Fabulous. And then slowly untwist. Feet down on the floor. Great. Now we're going to take the chair, you're going to move it to your right hand side. And you're going to put it at the back of the mat. So I'm going to be facing you, so I work in a mirror image. If I was you, this is what you'd look like, and you'd have your chair at your right hand side at the back of the mat. So you can kind of step in front of it, because you're going to put your hand on the seat. Hope that makes sense. But I want to be able to see you and face you, so I mirror image. So I've got the chair to the right hand side. There's room in front of the chair for my feet. I'm starting in Tadasana, the best place to start all yoga practices. Press down into your feet, pull your thighs up and stand to attention. Shoulders down that back body. Pull the navel towards the back of the spine. And then inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms go up. When the arms go up, you want to bring the shoulders away from your ears. Navel in. Squeeze the legs perfectly straight. Grip the bottom. Inhale. And as you exhale, come all the way down. Take your legs wide now, please. And your right leg is in front of your chair. Take your right leg, turn it out 90 degrees. And now turn your left toes all the way in until you end up facing the right side. So the left toes turn all the way in, the left leg, it turns in so you can face the side of your mat. The narrow edge of your mat. Now you've established your base, your foundation, pressing into the feet, pulling the thighs up. Feel how solid you feel by gripping the muscles, by gripping the leg muscles into the bones. Good. Now, as you're facing the side here, take your right hand slightly behind you and place it on your lower back and lift your left arm up. Now reach all the way out and place your left hand across onto the chair. Press into your feet. Now lift your belly button off your breastbone and just turn towards the back of the room. Pressing the hand down into the chair, drawing your shoulder blades into the spine, squeezing the leg muscles into the bones. You're looking towards the back of the room. This is Pavrita Trikonasana, revolving triangle. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your legs, lift your chest. Now to come out of it requires balance. Press into your feet. Inhale and windmill that left arm up and around. So far, so good. And then bring your hips back to face the side. Stay with the legs in the same position. Press down into your feet. Pressing down into your feet. Next one. Take your left arm up again. And this time, bend your right knee. Extend the body forward over that right leg and bring that hand across to the chair. Press the hand down into the chair, lift the breastbone and turn towards the back of the room. Stay there. I'm just going to take a quick look. You got to use the back leg. Charge the muscles of the back leg. Remember, twists are energizing, so you've got to be deeply connected. Squeeze the back leg. Can you drop your bottom a little bit lower? Bend that knee more. Yes, great, Louise. Great, Tracy. Love it. And then lift your heart. Those rotations look lovely. And then inhale, press into your feet and windmill yourself back up. You look amazing. These are not easy poses. Nicely done. And then bring yourself up. You okay? We're going to do both of them again because the first time is always a rehearsal. We do both of them again. So Pavrita Trikonasana, revolving triangle. Left toes are turned steeply in. You're facing the side. Your legs are straight for your first one. Press your feet to the earth. Pull your thighs up towards your hips. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Straight legs. Extend all the way forward. Reach towards the top of your mat. And then bring your hand across to place it on the chair. Other hands on your lower back. Lift your heart. Lengthen your spine. Turn. Squeeze the muscles of your legs into the bones. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Solid foundation. Nice twist. Excellent. Keep squeezing the muscles in. And then press into your feet and inhale and windmill yourself back out. Same direction, but now with a bent knee, revolving sideways angle. So hips facing the side, feet are firm. Inhale, lift up your left arm. Bend your right knee. Now here's the work. Reach all the way across that front leg. Reach, 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 and then bring the hand across to the chair. Press into the chair, lift your chest and begin to turn. Now it's the back leg that's got to be stable here. And if you can just lower your bottom down a little bit, it'll be so much nicer. So bend the knee, lower the bottom, squeeze the back leg straight, and then press into the feet and inhale, windmill yourself back up. Fantastic. Turn both toes to face forward, legs together. Same on the other side. So scoot that chair over. This time, you're going to take your left foot in front of the chair. You're going to step your right leg back. And then you have to adjust because you have to face the side. And I recommend that when you turn to face the side, those back toes turn in and that back foot might need to step a little bit further forward towards me. So that when you turn, you don't feel compromised. You want to try and get your hips square to the narrow edge of your mat. Good. Now press the feet down and pull the thighs up. So bring the stability into your legs. We'll go with a triangle, revolving triangle. So you've got your left hand on your lower back, lift your right arm up, lengthen the spine, and now extend that body all the way forward, reach out, long spine, bring the hand across to the chair. Placing the hand on the chair, lift the heart center and revolve, squeezing the leg muscles. As you revolve, the shoulder draws in towards the spine, keeping the heart lifted. Squeeze the legs, press into your feet. Inhale, windmill yourself back up. Fantastic. You're still facing the side. Adjust the legs if they don't feel good. You've got to feel good in your pelvis and your lower back. Press the feet down. Pull the thighs up, this time with the bent knee. Once again, right arm lifts up. Now, bend the left knee. Feel yourself stretching your feet across that yoga mat. Press down. Reach the arm and the body all the way forward over the bent knee, and then place the hand. Keep your bum low. It will help your lower back. Push your hand into the chair, lift the breastbone and just turn. It's a slight turn. You can press that bent knee in towards the chair. Give you a little bit of stability. Squeeze the back leg, don't collapse the back leg. Press into your feet, inhale and windmill yourself all the way up. And tell yourself how amazing you are. And we're going to do those two poses again. So we have side hip, firm feet, connected legs, building the structure. You can hold onto the chair if you're feeling unstable. Lift up your right arm, straight legs first, revolving triangle, straight legs. Reach the body forward over the front leg, straight legs. Bring the hand across to the chair. Push the hand into the chair so you can lift your breastbone off your belly button and turn. Squeeze the leg muscles, please. Can't emphasize that enough. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Press down into your feet and inhale, revolve all the way back. Same thing, bent knee. So inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, bend that front knee. Drop the hips down as low as you can and squeeze the back leg. Reach all the way forward over the bent knee, hand across, lift the heart, rotate. Good. Squeeze in that back leg. Press into your feet. Inhale, windmill up. Turn your toes, feet together. Well done, nice work, fantastic. Finding your Tadasana base for a moment of reflection. Squeeze your legs together. Lift your abdomen. Lengthen your spine, extend the arms. Just squeeze the legs in towards each other for security. Feeling that one solid unit. Let your breath settle. And tell yourself how amazing you are. That may have been difficult, but just think about the strength and the stability that you're improving. Fantastic. Now let's come and have a seat on the chair, but we're going to start with the high portion of the chair at the side of me. So as I sit down, the high edge of the chair is at the side of me. I'm going to do a seated twist. So you might already start to feel some yuckiness in the abdomen as you start to revolve some energy around. Twists are very good for digestion. So if you've had constipation, indigestion, all of that, this helps to get the bowels moving too. Fun and games. Squeeze the knees together. Inhale, lift your arms up. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears and pull the abdomen in. Squeeze the knees together and turn towards the back of the chair. Put your hands down on that high portion of your chair. If you're not on a chair, you can always put your hands underneath if you're on a stool. Squeeze the knees together and just pull yourself into that gentle twist. Drop your back shoulder down. Look over your back shoulder. Keep a connection with the knees, please. And then release, untwist. And now we're going to turn around so we can face the other direction. So face the other direction. So you've still got the high edge of the chair. Squeeze the knees together, please. Sit solid through both buttock bones. And inhale, take your arms up above you. As you squeeze the knees together and the abdomen in, turn the body towards the high portion of the chair and drop your hands down. Slide the back shoulder down a little bit more, please. Squeeze the knees in. Turn the body. Looking over the back shoulder. Couple more breaths here, keeping nice and tall. That's really, really important. And then release and slowly untwist. Perfect. Now, we're going down onto the floor. So we need a height underneath the bottom for the safety of your lower back. So take a couple of folded towels, maybe what you used at the beginning if you had a seated meditation, and just create a nice seat for the bottom. And then just sit on top. And I should say that you need to have your strap close by as well, please. So have your bottom sat. Good. Nice. That looks great. Okay. So we're here. We'll do the main Marichyasana series. Collection of twists from a seated position. In all twists, what is so important is that the spine is in its neutral position. Because if you try to rotate the vertebrae and the muscles of the spine while you're in a slouch position, it causes compression. It really is not good. So you do have to use some torso awareness to sit up nice and tall. You can bring your hands at the side of you, and we'll start in what we call Dandasana, the staff pose. So the legs are out straight, and my toes are being drawn back towards my navel. And as I draw my toes back, I also draw my navel back. Hands are at the side of my hips, and I'm squeezing my elbows towards each other behind the body. This in itself should be quite difficult. To sit with straight legs and a tall spine is difficult. If you're feeling this now in your lower back, then I need you to sit on another towel. Just make your seat a little bit higher, please. Okay, first position here. Bend the right knee and just have the foot a couple of inches away from the left leg. Now you might need your strap, so let's have it for safety and place it around your left foot. The first stage of Marichyasana. Now as you sit here, can you press that right buttock down and can you sit up nice and tall? Lifting the breastbone shoulder blades in, hands on the strap. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're just going to ease yourself forward. And as you ease yourself forward, just walk your hands down the strap. You don't have to go too far. Just ease yourself forward. Press down into that right foot. So can you just check your right knee? Some of your knees are kind of just flopping out to the side. So press down, please, into your right foot and lead with that breastbone and pull yourself forward. Super. Now keep the charge on that left leg and just ease yourself forward, the first stage of the pose. Great. Now, from here, you can bring yourself to an upright position. And now you can bring your right arm on the inside of the left knee and squeeze the 2 points. Let go of the strap and put your left hand behind you. Push into your back hand, sit up. As you push into your hand, pull your navel in. As you squeeze that knee into the arm, squeeze the arm into the knee. And now turn away from that bent knee. Keep working the straight leg. So if you let that straight leg relax, it's going to change your pelvis, and we don't want that. Leg straight, keep the pelvis in neutral. Twisting away from the bent knee. Can you sit down into your right buttock, please? Yes, wonderful. And then look over the back shoulder. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly untwist. And we'll do those 2 on the other side. So right leg goes out, pop the strap across the right foot, then the left knee. Position the left foot so it's a couple of inches away, because you need to be on the inside of your knee. So even if you have to step it a little bit wider so you can get on the inside of your own knee. Straighten the right leg, pull the toes back with your hands on the strap, lift your heart center, bring the shoulders down the back body and keep that spine nice and long, and then ease yourself forward, easing yourself forward, pressing into that foot. Good. And stay here. And now ease yourself back up to the center. Let the left arm come on the inside of the knee and squeeze and react from the 2. And take your right hand into the floor. You need that support so you can sit up. You don't want to compress the spine. So sit with length, squeeze the bent knee, and begin to turn away from the bent knee. Turning away from the bent knee. Back shoulder in towards the spine. Pressing down into the front foot. Enjoying that lovely rotation. And then slowly untwist. Leg goes down. Great. Strap can just go down for now. Bend the right knee. You still have that left leg nice and straight. That is always important so that we can set the pelvis in neutral. Take that right foot over the left now. And then make sure you're still sitting into the right buttock. Okay, left arm. You're going to wrap it around the front of the shin, and you're going to pull that knee in, and you're going to take your right arm on the floor. Now charge your left leg. Sit into your right buttock, lift your heart over your knee, and begin to turn. Looking over the back shoulder. Squeeze the leg straight. Sit down into the buttocks. Should feel lovely on your outer hip, into your buttocks as well. Looking over that back shoulder. And then release and slowly untwist. And let's do the other side. So we bend the left. When we bend the left, we've charged the right leg, we step across. We step across, and then we take the right arm and we wrap it around the front of the shin, the front of the knee, the front of the thigh to bring it in. But make sure you're not tipped over. You've still got to get that left buttock down. And then lift the arm, take it behind you, push into the back arm, pull the navel in, rotate the body. Keep that straight leg straight. Right leg straight. Squeeze the right leg. Drop the back shoulder. Enjoy the twist, the sensations in the spine as you move your energy. Moving the energy, it's helping to rebalance the spine, but it's helping to lift your own energy so you can be the true, amazing person you are. And release, slowly come back to the center. Super. Now we're going to go down onto the floor. So take your towels away, lie on your back with your knees bent, and grab your strap. We'll do your rotation from down on the floor. So theme today has been rotations, or in Sanskrit, pavritas. Pavritas, revolving poses. Okay, so from this position, take your right leg in and place the strap across the back of your right heel, and then straighten the right leg. First thing that's going to happen, your hamstrings are going to say hello. So if you could please make sure your knee is straight. And you might need to take your leg further away to get the knee straight. So just make sure the knee is straight. That's the number one rule here. Press down into the back of the pelvis so that you're nice and solid through the sacrum area. And you're enjoying that nice release in the back of that leg. Now bring the strap into your left hand because we're going into the rotation. Take your right arm on the floor. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to pull that right leg all the way across the body. Let the left knee drop out to the side. Keep your right shoulder on the ground. Keep your right leg straight. Now reach out into your right heel, really lengthen. Turn your head, look at your right hand. Keep your right shoulder heavy. Breathe into this lovely rotation. This is a passive rotation. Fabulous for the health of the spine. You're going to feel it through your IT band, your outer hip area as well. And then release and come all the way back up to the center. Bend that knee. Change over. Left leg. Strap across the back of the heel. Straighten out the leg. As you straighten out the leg, make sure the back of your knee is straight. The back of your pelvis is connected to the floor. Straight. Opening out the back of the knee. Feeling that nice release in the hamstrings. And then bring the strap into your right hand, left arm on the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull that left leg all the way across the body. Let the hip lift up. Let the right leg go out to the side. Keep that left leg straight. Turn your head, look at your left hand. And just enjoy the fabulous spinal release. Supporting the leg with the strap. Breathing into that left shoulder. easing away the tension in the lower back. And then inhale, bring that leg up to the center, bend the knee, remove the strap. Take your folded towel, and I'm going to place it on the floor to the right hand side. So folded towel on the floor to the right hand side. Then I'm going to lift the knees up off the floor, feet up off the floor, knees bent. And I'm going to take my knees up towards my right armpit and down towards the floor. So the knees go up towards the right armpit and they're going to go down to the floor, but I'm going to rest them on the folded towel. So I've got quite a high range. So, usually when you drop your knees to the side, they're pretty low. They're almost at hip height. But today we've got the knees in and up towards the armpit and down to the side. And that's why I've just popped that blanket or towel under the knees, because I've got a deeper range of motion. Both shoulders are on the floor. You can look up at the ceiling, or you can turn to look at your left hand. You're just going to ask your left hip to go heavy. And then we bring the knees up to the center, taking the folded towel to the other side. I bring the knees up towards the left armpit and down towards the towel and support. Shoulders are down on the floor. Head can face the ceiling, or it can turn to look at your hand. And we're just going to take a few more breaths here. And then you bring your head to the ceiling and you bring your knees to the center. And now I take that folded towel and I place it in between the legs. I'm going to just grip, arms out in T, and now squeezing the towel, I'm going to take my legs down to the side wherever they go, and then I'm just going to relax the legs there on the towel. And I'm going to ask my left shoulder to go a little bit heavier, feeling that nice rotation through that lateral hip into the lower back. Shoulders on the floor. Let the arm go heavy. Let the hip go heavy. And then a little grip as you bring the knees back to the center. And then take them down to the other side. Shoulders stay down on the floor. Allowing the knees to rotate to the other side. Just a couple more breaths here. And then bring the knees up to the center, roll to the side, and bring yourself slowly up. So now I'm just going to do one thing to set the spine, rebalance the spine, and then we'll be moving into Shavasana. So we're going to take the towels or the blankets, whatever you're working with, and we're just going to fold them so they're flat. And they're about 6 to 8 inches wide. So just so you've got a nice kind of flat width, it's going to go across your pelvis. So you're just going to make yourself a nice little skirt for your pelvis. So a flat folded towel, a little bit of height, and then the other folded towel blanket will just go at the top. That's just going to be for your forehead. So we're going to put this fold, the flat fold, I'm going to put my pelvis on top of it, my hip bones on top of it. My abdomen won't be on it, my abdomen will be on the floor. Then I'm going to take the other towel and I'm going to put that just underneath my forehead. And I'm just going to leave my arms out to the side where I'm comfortable. Now there should be some pressure under your forehead. That's the towel folded up. And that's pressing into the third eye, signaling the nervous system to switch down and soften. And then we just got this towel underneath the pelvis. Should feel really nice. It's a way of helping the lower back find a nice neutral position while you're face down, so that you know you've still got some curvature here in the lower back, which is really good for the discs. So we'll just take a few more breaths here as we just settle the spine after our lovely rotations. We're settling the energy, helping to ease some of the nausea if any of you are feeling a bit yucky in the stomach. And I always try and embrace the feelings of yuckiness, because that just tells me that I've started to stir some energy. I've started to move it, which means I can release it. I don't want to hold on to stale, old energy. I want it gone so that I'm revitalized. Just 2 more breaths. Should feel really nice. And then tuck your toes under and bring yourself up. And we're going to finish today in a Shavasana where, once again, we can settle the spine. So we're going to have the legs upon the chair. I always try and theme my Shavasanas to match the theme of my classes. So this is a lovely way to get the spine to settle after the twist. I'm just going to put one of my blankets on my chair because my chair is metal and it's cold. I'm going to suggest that you have a blanket or a towel for your head. It won't need to be very thick, but just so that you've got some support under your neck, so you've got a neutral position in the spine. And if you're cold, then you can cover yourself with something as well. Okay, so lying down on the floor, you're going to be close to that chair, so the back of your knees touching the edge of the chair, and the whole lower leg is on the chair. Oh, that feels nice on the lower back. And then cover yourself if you've got an extra support or an extra blanket. And then just make yourself comfortable. Head is supported, neck is supported, so you've got a nice soft position for your neck. And you can let the eyes close. And as your eyes close, notice that sense of gratitude. Feeling proud of yourself for the effort and the poses that you did today. Feeling proud of your strength and proud of your commitment to your practice. As you breathe in and out through the nose, feel a sense of new energy. New vitality. New opportunity. New opportunity to think different. To be strong, to be positive. Finding a way to cope. Breathing in and out through the nose. Let go of your shoulders. Let go of your lower back. And as we finish with a couple of mantras to complete our practice, as we inhale, we say to ourselves, I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. Two more times. And now as we bring our practice to an end, slowly hug the knees in towards your chest. Roll to the right hand side. And then push on your hands and bring yourself up. Finding a seated position, however you feel good. Bring the palms together. Thumbs are on the heart center, the fingers to the world. You bow your head. And you take a moment to feel your heartbeat. And with that heartbeat, there are endless possibilities. As you feel your own heartbeat, remember your joy, your wisdom, your possibilities. As you spread your fingers to the world, shine bright and help everyone else remember their possibilities. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for honoring the practice of yoga. Any questions, comments? I'm around. You can unmute yourself if you need to. You can leave it in the chat. It's lovely to see you. I'm grateful for you all working so hard. I'm sure some of those standing poses were a little bit of a challenge today. Thank you. Any questions? I will answer. Otherwise, I will see you lovely people on Saturday, same time, 11:30 on a Saturday. Tuesday's classes are at 10:15. So 10:15 across the week now. Carla's class in the studio, 10:15, Gentle Fitness. We're at 10:15 instead of 10:30. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Lynn. Nice to see you. Hi, Liz. See you next time. And my shoulder and chest program begins tomorrow. I always forget to tell everyone. I'm running a registered program at the Glencoe. It's 7 weeks long, and it's all about your chest and your shoulders. Starts tomorrow at 1:30. Okay, thank you. Enjoy this beautiful day. Please get outside, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Nicola. Great, Louise. That's the wonderful thing about virtual, hey, that you can still join me even if you're in Arizona or wherever you get to. That's what I love. Joan, not really, not really. You just have to honor it. You have to, and you can't try and change it because that is your neutral. So you just there just can't be pain. And it just means that your twists will feel, different, but you're still good. You just have to honor it. You can't try and adjust it harshly because that is your neutral. You just find that you have one side of your body very much stronger than the other, because when you have a shift in your curvature, you have a lot of tightness in one side of the body. So you'll just find a lot more restrictions. But no, as long as there's no pain, you should be good. Okay. Thank you.